BookTube. I got some recommendations the other day on some books to read, and I just wanted to share that conversation with you.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way.
I was actually filming a book haul, and I was talking with my daughter Emma. She was handing me the books to go over as I did the book haul, and she pulled out a couple of her books off her shelf and she shared them with me, and she talked a little bit about why she loves them and why I should read them. So here's a little bit of that conversation.
And I love fantasy, so this is my favorite series. I think this first book, it's called The Hollow Kingdom, and it's by Clare Dunkle. This story is set in England, and there are these two sisters who are, they lost their parents, so they're living with, I believe it's their uncle and great aunts. And they move into this house that's next to this lake that's in these hills and forests, and they're told about how you can't go, young girls aren't really supposed to go out at night because there's this old myth that goblins will steal you away. And the main character named Kate, she actually ends up meeting some goblins, and she ends up meeting the king goblin, which is very interesting, and I love his character because he likes teasing Kate a lot, which is really funny. I think so. I think it's funny. And she's this proper English lady, and she just wants none of it. And it's a really interesting story. It seems like it would maybe be a young adult, like, sappy romantic story, but it's really not, and it actually gets kind of dark towards the end, which, like, it's a very interesting twist. Like, I didn't really expect it when I first read it, and it surprised me. So it's part of a trilogy called the Hollow Kingdom trilogy, and in my opinion, the first book is the best one. The other two aren't quite as good, but they're still worth reading, and it's a good continuation of the story. But, like, these books do a really great job. You know how some series will give you a bunch of books, but then the end kind of just leaves off, and you're just like, oh, well, now what?
Yeah.
This story gives you a lot of history in this universe, and then it does a really good job in just 3 books of bringing it full circle. But this is another one of my favorite books in my favorite series. This is called Dealing with Dragons. Now, this does look like a children's book, but it's really not. This is a young adult book, and this is, again, I love fairy tales, and this is a great twist on fairy tales. This princess, she is not like other princesses. Most princesses are, like, petite and blonde and kind of, like, girly, yeah. I'm a princess, and I do princessy things, and well, Cimarine gets bored, and she's very intellectual, and she can actually look princes in the eye. She's not as short as other princesses. She wants more than just, the boring princessy things. Like, in the book it says she bullies people into teaching her how to do stuff because she's not technically allowed to be taught these things, but, like, she gets the cook to teach her how to make Cherry's Jubilee. Wow. And she gets the fencing teacher to teach her how to use a sword and stuff, and she gets the magician to teach her, like, an invisibility spell. And so eventually her parents decide to have her marry this other prince in this, like, neighboring kingdom, and this prince is just, he's something. And like, he's not mean, he's just kind of an airhead. And so she gets upset, and she says, I'd rather be stolen by a dragon than have to put up with this. And this frog overhears her and is like, oh, well, if you're actually serious about that, then I can tell you where to go to get some help for that. So the frog gives her directions to go to this place, and so she goes, and she ends up meeting some dragons, which is where the title of the book comes in. She has to deal with some dragons. And It's a very interesting take on like old mythological characters like witches and wizards, and yes, that is one of 4 books, and I think, I forget, it's part of the Enchanted Forest Chronicles.
Okay.
And this book actually leads into the other 3 books really well, and it's another one of those series that has this big plot that's like underneath a bunch of other subplots, and it does a really good job again of coming full circle in the last book.
So that's my Emma Bug. She is an amazing artist. She's studying animation, and she's got really pretty good taste in books. So I'm always glad to talk to her, and hopefully I can convince her to be in some more videos with me. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Stop by JK's house on the way.
Yeah, really. I still have not read those books.
Why?
I know. Oh,
they're good.
Kids,
there's a reason why they're so popular.
I know. I will. I need to read the 3rd book. I think I'm up to the 3rd one. What is the 3rd one? Goblet of Fire?
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire. So I'm up to Goblet of Fire.
Well, I thought Goblet of Fire was the 4th one. Isn't Prisoner of Azkaban is really well. Really.
When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.